Looking for financial insights you can trust?
How do you protect yourself as an investor? What's the strategy?
I think it's really simple. I think you just want to be diversified in your portfolio.
The Payne family brings real-world experience to every conversation.
Well, I think that's the problem right now is, right, a lot of people that are close to retirement, they're taking so much risks. And if we do get a big sell-off, it could derail their retirement.
Listen to the Pain Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
When you own your own business, you own every decision. Catch the red eye or take the 6 a.m.
Make a new hire or promote internally.
Celebrate a win with the toast at the gate or unwind at the lounge. Big props to this team. Some decisions are a win-win. Like earning 8 times points on Chase Travel. Introducing Chase Sapphire Reserve for Business. With $2,500 in annual value, it's the business card that gives back all you put in. Visit chase.com/reserve business to learn more. Cards issued by JPMorgan Chase Bank and a member of FDIC, subject to credit approval. Terms apply.
The Dominic Carter Show on the Red Apple Podcast Network. Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
And the number to reach us this morning, 800-848-9222. Dominic Carter here with you. President Trump in our region, in the Poconos of Pennsylvania, speaking before Americans on his affordability tour, tearing into Ilhan Omar, declaring that she should, quote, get the hell out of the U.S., with the crowd chanting, send her back. Quoting the president, you'll hear him directly in just a minute or so. I love this Ilhan Omar, whatever the hell her name is, with the little turban. Mayor-elect of New York City, Mamdani, doubles down on choosing a formerly incarcerated rapper who did 7 years in prison for armed robbery to serve on his transition team. I don't know if this is a bellwether as it relates to Trump, but a Democrat wins the mayor's contest in Miami for the first time in 30 years, marking a major GOP loss. And a bit later, something I'm going to ask Matt Blaze about, a New York City Chipotle customer allegedly bit into a rodent inside a burrito bowl ordered through a Door Dash call. And so, of course, the woman is suing Door Dash and suing Chipotle. I don't know if I buy this. 800-848-9222. Again, President Trump in our area. And quoting the president directly, I love this Ilhan Omar, whatever the hell her name is, with the little turban. The crowd chanting, send her back. The president insisting she get the hell out of the U.S., claiming she married her brother to get U.S. citizenship. Listen to the President of the United States.
Do we have any individuals from Somalia in the group? Please raise your hand. That's for Minnesota, you know. That's called the Great Big Minnesota Scam with one of the dumbest governors ever in history. I love this Ilhan Omar, whatever the hell her name is, with the little turban. I love her. She comes in, does nothing but bitch. She's always complaining. She comes from a country where, I mean, it's considered about the worst country in the world, right? They have no military. They have no nothing. They have no parliament. They don't know what the hell the word parliament means. They have nothing. They have no police. They police themselves. They kill each other all the time. I love it. She comes to our country, and she's always complaining about the Constitution allows me to do this. We ought to get her the hell out. She married her brother in order to get in, right? She married her brother. Can you imagine if Donald Trump married his sister? Beautiful. She's a beautiful person. If I married my sister to get my citizenship, do you think I'd last for about 2 hours, or would it be something less than that? She married her brother to get in. Therefore, she's here illegally. She should get the hell out. Throw her the hell out. She does nothing but complain. So now, and we have our savior.
And so the president there, as I've been railing, it's time for Ilhan Omar to go. Go back to Somalia, lady. You've got so much mouth. You want to challenge the president of the United States of America. You were a refugee yourself, and you've gone from a income range of $65,000 to, in a matter of 4 years, worth $30 million. You go do the math, folks. You tell me how that's possible. I guess we need Don King to say only in America. Mayor-elect of New York City, Mamdani, doubling down on choosing for his transition team someone who did 7 years for armed robbery. And the mayor-elect puts this individual, a former rapper, on his transition team.
We put together a team of more than 400 New Yorkers who are on 17 different committees. And these are New Yorkers who bring with them both a fluency of the policies and politics of the city, the places that they've succeeded, the places that they've failed. And we will take all of their experiences and their analysis into account as we build a city for each and every person.
So Mamdani not backing up. As I said at the top of the program, I don't know if this is necessarily a bellwether. It's being portrayed that way, but I don't know as it relates to President Trump. Sometimes local politics supersede everything else. But a Democrat wins the race for Miami mayor for the first time in 30 years, and it's marking a major GOP loss. Democrats are taking control of Miami for, again, the first time in nearly 30 years after candidate Eileen Higgins clinched, that is, the city's election. The 61-year-old Higgins beat out Trump-backed Republican Emilio Gonzalez in the Florida city's runoff tonight, and will become the city's first Democratic mayor since 1998, as well as the city's first ever woman mayor. In a statement, she said tonight, the people of Miami made history. And again, the victory is an upset for GOP lawmakers across the country who rallied behind Gonzalez as the election became seen as a test of voter reaction to President Trump's first year of his second White House term. Dominic Carter here with you. It's time for your telephone calls, 800-848-9222. Tony, line 2, New Jersey. Good morning, Tony. What's on your mind?
Good morning, Dominic. I got a suggestion. The government, the federal government, should fine the state of Minnesota $1 billion, prosecute them, get the money out of the state budget of Minnesota, maybe over the course of 2 or 3 years. And I think it might change some Democratic progressives to vote for another party. And Tony, I think they ought to send some of these guys to jail, kick them out of the country.
Tony, I support what you're saying. But the first move at that the Trump administration tries, Minnesota's going to go to federal court, and it's going to be blocked.
Even if it goes to the Supreme Court?
Well, I don't know if you're making a huge assumption that it'll rise to the Supreme Court. Let's keep it where it will be. The Trump administration could try it. Minnesota will go to federal court immediately, and it'll be blocked. Now, I don't know. You remember, you're making an assumption that it'll rise up to the level of the Supreme Court and that the Supreme Court would hear the case. I love the idea. Thank you for the call. I just don't know whether or not it can be done. But it's a wonderful idea. Tony, thank you for the great call. Let's go to line 3, Steve in Newark, New Jersey. Steve, what's on your mind?
Dominic, Ilhan, and all her cohorts and her 7 husbands and fathers and married, they all should leave this damn country. They don't deserve this place. And I'm going to tell you something. They should take Goldman in New York with them. He's another piece of work.
Well,
but Dominic, I'm also going to tell you
he may be looking at a primary, but go ahead.
You spoke to Sherman, one of your last callers. I believe it was Thursday night. And Sherman's a good man. I love his topics and everything he stands for. But you reached out to it just shows your class. That man, Joe, he was in some type of rehab. But before you went off the air, it just goes to show you how classy you are. You put out props to him. Hang in there, my brother, and I won't forget that as long as I live. I don't know what kind of rehab, whether it was a drug rehab. I think it was a medical rehab. But for you reaching out to that man and sending your love to him, I won't forget it, man. You're a class act, Dominic. You have a happy New Year. I mean, Merry Christmas, Happy New Year.
Thank you, Steve.
And
Same to you.
I applaud you for your work, and I mean it. And I hate calling unless I'm aggravated.
Well, thank you, Steve. Joe was referring to he's in physical rehab, and it doesn't cost me a dime to be kind and show compassion, and that's just who I am. And you mentioned rehab, so there's also the other front that resonates greatly to me, because the only male father figure in my life was my grandfather, right? And then there were two other white men that stepped up that made me the man that I am today. But my grandfather, fell on hard times, and he was a heroin addict, and he did all the horrible things that addicts do to their families. I remember when he was, I was not allowed to open the door for him on orders of my grandmother because he had stolen something from the family, and so on and on and on and on, doing all the things that addicts do. But I'm proud of my grandfather, because when he left this earth clean, no longer addicted to heroin. And I just strongly feel that we must show compassion for other people, and that's the bottom line. Because but by the grace of God, it could be you, me, or someone else. Let's see here. Let's go to Nikki, line 4, also New Jersey. Nikki, what's on your mind?
Yes, hi. Last night I got a little upset with one of your callers. I think it was Michael. He was kind of mocking different names that people call their grandparents, for grandmother and grandfather.
Right, the different names.
He said, right, so he said something, and someone in his family says that they want to be called Yaya. Well, Yaya is grandmother in Greek, so it's not a different word. It's just he kind of mocked it, and it just bothered me, because I love my grandmother, and when she was with us, and as grandfather is Papu. So those are translated for the actual person, not a gitchy, glitchy kind of name.
Okay, so Nikki, so in the Greek community, you're telling me, because I had raised the topic of what do you call grandparents? There's so many different names.
Yes.
You're saying Yaya is the term for grandma.
That's correct.
And what's the term for grandpa?
Papu.
Papu.
Right. Matter of fact, you'll see probably in the store, you'll see some restaurants called Papus.
Okay. I haven't paid attention. So the kids will say Papu, Papu. That means grandpa.
Papu is for grandfather, yes.
And the kids will say Yaya, which means grandma.
Grandmother, exactly.
Okay, so are you a Yaya?
Yes, I'm a Yaya, thank God. My grandson is 12 years old.
Oh,
and I'm proud of anything.
Well, congratulations on that. Nikki, thank you for the wonderful call. Folks, we've got so much more to get to.
Thank you for being who you are also.
Thank you, Nikki, including the Rat, Door Dash, Chipotle restaurant. We're coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show
on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
This shrimp and coconut sauce is divine.
What's your secret?
Goya coconut milk.
How does it taste so good?
It's all in that real coconut flavor and that rich, creamy texture.
What about thickeners and added sugars?
None. Just smooth, coconutty goodness.
What can I make with it?
From curries to sweet treats like coconut flan, the possibilities are endless.
Goya coconut milk. Take your cooking to the next level. No question about it. Find it in the Goya section of your local grocery store. If it's Goya, it has to be good.
This is Jason Momoa, and I'll be your finance professor today. Welcome to Banking Smarter 101 with Chime. Bam! First lesson, sign up for Chime and set up direct deposit. You'll be joining millions of members banking fee-free. Second lesson, get cash back on eligible purchases while building credit and a higher APY on your savings. That's how you bank smarter this season. Fa-la-la-la-la, class dismissed. Join Chime today.
Chime is a financial technology company, not a bank. Banking services and a secure Chime Visa credit card provided by the Bancorp Bank N.A. or Stride Bank N.A. Members FDIC. Optional services and products may have fees or charges. Details at chime.com/fees-info. With a qualifying direct deposit, earn 1.5% cash back on eligible secure Chime Visa credit card purchases. On-time payment history may have a positive impact on your credit score. Results may vary. APY means annual percentage yield. Learn about credit building and more at chime.com.
The Freddy Fazbear box just dropped at Popeyes for $7.99, and it's scary good. Garlic palm tenders and cheesy bites with marinara sauce. Upgrade to the deluxe box with $12.99 and get a 20-ounce drink in a cupcake cup. Dig in before it's too late. Try the Freddy Fazbear Crunch menu, now at Popeyes. See Five Nights at Freddy's 2, only in theaters. Love that chicken from Popeyes. Limited time at participating U.S. restaurants. Prices may vary.
Shopify's point-of-sale system helps you sell at every stage of your business. Need a fast and secure way to take payments in person? We've got you covered. How about card readers you can rely on anywhere you sell?
Thanks. Have a good one.
Yep, that too. Want one place to manage all your online and in-person sales? That's kind of our thing. Wherever you sell, businesses that grow with Shopify. Sign up for your $1 a month trial at shopify.com/Spotify. Shopify.com/Spotify.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
Looking at my Twitter, at Dominic TV, Jimmy Fontanez says, it's Carter time. Let's get it. Currently recovering from eye surgery, Jimmy. I hope that you feel better. The lovely DMS, I hope you're not out there walking in the middle of the night. It's too cold to do that. But what she just tweeted is very important. She says, out of front page news, but not out of mind or prayers. And it's the National Guardsman, Andrew Wolf, who sits up and gets out of bed for the first time. Amen. Amen. Since that shooting in D.C. Back to the phones. Oh, let me say this, folks. Oh, boy. I receive a lot of tweets, a lot of emails, a lot of comments, and a lot of you will say, take a look at the... I try, but I don't have time, folks. But to the lovely June Sanchez. June, I get it. You don't think that a college education has value, but how many times are you going to say the same thing and tag me over and over and over? This has been going on for a year. Enough, June. I know what your position is. Stop wasting my time. I don't want to block you, but you're going to give me no other choice. Let's go back to the telephones. Let's go to Sherman, line 4 in Manhattan. Sherman, what's on your mind?
A few things. Your show is just so outstanding. It's probably one of the best things going. We're so fortunate that we could be in our cars or in our homes and have access to this extremely relevant, important, and entertaining information.
Sherman,
the last couple of days.
Let me just say this, Sherman. Let me just say this. Let me just say this, Sherman. Sherman, let me just say this.
Yeah.
And I want you to make your point. Yeah. But it's not a tribute to me. It's a tribute to you folks, and it's a tribute to Margot Catsimatidis and John Catsimatidis, the owner of the network that have made this possible. But go right ahead, please.
I totally agree with you. And thank you to this gentleman who just called in who mentioned me. That humbles me. The gentleman, I believe his name is Steve. We should not be surprised with the Democrats. I've been saying this for a while. They're like a cult. They're like a gang. I'm just amazed and impressed not in a positive way, but I guess both negative and positive, how they stick together no matter what. They are fooling the American public day and night, specifically the black community. I ask anyone, all you cowards who listen, who are Democrats, are scared to call in because you know you can't make a legitimate argument with Dominic or anyone else. Tell us why you still support people like Ilhan Omar. Tell us why you support
Amen.
Democrats that want people in the country illegally. Tell us why. This lady speaks for itself. You said she's worth $30 million, Dominic?
Yes.
This is absurd. This alone should get her deported. They all come in lower middle class or middle class at best, and they end up multimillionaires. The scam has got to stop.
I couldn't have said it better, Sherman. You're the voice of reason, and Stephen Newark brought you up, and he's right. You make a lot of valid points, and you know, Sherman. I got to toss to a break, so thank you for the call. But you or I, you could have been the congressman. I'll be your chief of staff, and you just give me 10% of your $30 million 5 years after you leave office, and we just laugh. That's the scam that's happening on the American people. And she's not even, I'm going to keep it real, she's not even one of us. She's a refugee from Somalia holding her nose down at Americans. There's something terribly wrong with that script. We are coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
John Legend, Sheryl Crow, Elvis Costello, and Alanis Morissette star in the MGM Plus original series, Words and Music. Iconic artists share intimate performances and the stories behind the songs. New episodes Sundays on MGM Plus.
Say hello to the all-new Alexa Plus and see how Alexa can do so much more for you. Need tickets to see your favorite artist? Craving your comfort restaurant? Just sit back, relax, and talk naturally. Alexa's on it. It learns your style, anticipates what's next, and makes it happen across Echo, Fire TV, and more. Learn more at amazon.com/new Alexa.
This episode is brought to you by Blink. Doom scrolling during this ad break? Ditch the doom and get peace of mind with new Blink 2K Plus Smart Security. Check on home from your phone with 2K Clarity, noise cancellation, and 4x zoom. Plus, setup is so simple, you can easily install while listening to your favorite podcast. True crime girlies, we got you. Get more, spend less with Blink 2K Plus Smart Security.
This podcast is brought to you by Carvana. Carvana lets you buy your next car on your terms. Explore a massive inventory online, filter for what matters, and find your perfect match. Then choose delivery to your home or pick it up at one of Carvana's iconic car vending machines. Every car also comes with a 7-day money-back guarantee, so you can make sure it's the right fit. Buy your car on Carvana. Delivery or pickup fees may apply. Limitations and exclusions may apply. See our 7-day return policy at Carvana.com.
Carvana.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
And back to President Trump in our region in Pennsylvania a short time ago. Excuse me, giving it to Ilhan Omar, the Congresswoman, declaring it's time to go, quoting the president. I love this Ilhan Omar, whatever the hell her name is, with the little turban. We'll get to that. But let me divert for just a second. Oh, Chipotle and Door Dash. A woman, a 24-year-old woman, I don't know if I buy this, by the name of Gina Bernhardt, claims that she bit into a rodent inside a burrito bowl ordered through DoorDash. She's suing. Surprise, surprise. So she claims that the rodent was inside a burrito bowl that she ordered at a Chipotle Mexican grill on the Upper East Side of Manhattan. And This is at East 85th Street and 3rd Avenue, and she claims that it was through DoorDash. So now she's suing both. Matt Blaze, before I bring in Norman in Brooklyn on this topic, I don't know if I buy this. What do you think?
I don't buy it either. First of all, she's suing DoorDash, but all those orders, when you order these things, they're sealed and taped shut. So if you get a bag that was opened, then that's a problem. And they do that on purpose because they don't want these delivery people opening your order, and you wouldn't want that either. So that's the first thing you look at is to see that it was sealed. I don't know that it was or it wasn't. We don't have that information. I just find it hard to believe that they wouldn't know, or somebody would purposely put a rodent, could be a rat, could be a mouse, whatever, in a burrito bowl. I mean, there was always this urban legend about the chicken sandwich, that somebody bit into a chicken sandwich and it didn't taste right. It was the sauce they didn't want, and you come to find out that the chicken, it wasn't sauce, it was a tumor on the chicken. I've heard that rumor about every single fast food restaurant.
You're going to make me throw up.
But when you hear these things, you go, that's not true. Like, that never happened.
Okay, but wait.
How are you going to prove this?
But a rodent could fall into
the bowl?
Into the bowl.
And then they didn't know it's there?
And they didn't know it's there. Or, I don't know. But I want to talk to you about DoorDash in a second.
All right.
I don't know. Have you seen the workforce these days with these young kids?
I know.
I would blow my brains out if I owned a business. I wouldn't hire 95% of the young people. They're on their phones. They got an attitude. They don't want to take your order. They act like they're doing you a favor. So you still don't think it's possible?
I don't. I mean, I know that there's been incidents where rodents have fallen from the ceiling into somebody's lunch. Like, so if you want to say, well, if they weren't paying attention and it happened while they were turned around and then they put stuff on top of it, not even realizing it or doing it on purpose, is it possible? It's possible. But I just find it highly unlikely.
Sounds like this is more shakedown for a few $1,000 settlement in a lawsuit.
It's easy just to go, oh, yeah, and they just go, well, maybe they'll just pay me off because they just don't want the publicity, and they'll just make a quick buck. They don't want to go to court. They'll just settle it.
Well, one thing I've always respected, I love their chicken sandwiches. They're based out of the South, and now they're all over New York.
Chick-fil-A?
Chick-fil-A, right. I respect the fact that they came out and they made a statement against the gay community. Doesn't matter what your politics are as it relates to the gay community. And they didn't back up. And, they tried to shake them down and threaten them. They said, you do what you want. We're not backing up from our position. And I respect their game. They're not open on Sundays. Do you know how much money Chick-fil-A could make if they were open on Sundays?
And the one that's by my house, there's always a line. There's
a line everywhere.
Always a line.
Always a line. So now DoorDash, and then I'm going to bring Norman in to join us on this conversation. DoorDash. So, okay, perhaps my time technology-wise has passed. So, as you know, last week I was broadcasting from Georgia, right?
Right.
And so from Atlanta. And that means people don't understand. They think that what we do is so glamorous, right? And so if I don't get my nap between shows, I'll be irritable. Why are you laughing?
You? Irritable? Huh? I don't know what you're talking about.
And so people don't understand that, like, it often means no dinner, right? They think it's so glamorous what we do. And then the moment that I'm done, I'm going downstairs to the hotel store for my dinner. Please don't tell Liz in Florida I said this. To be a Baby Ruth, or what did I have last
night? An overpriced Baby Ruth at that.
A $4 to $5 Baby Ruth.
Right.
What else did I forget? And that was dinner 2 to 3 days in a row. That was dinner because I refused to order DoorDash because I believe, now you correct me if I'm wrong here, I refused to go to the front desk, whatever. I was asking about it. I refuse to pay like 20% on the food that I'm ordering, an extra 20%. After I got a tip on the food, then you got to pay DoorDash a fee, correct?
Yeah, well, it's all added in when you order. But yeah, it is a shock when you see the bill because there's taxes and fees as they put it together. So you're like, oh, I'm ordering something that you think is going to be like $30, let's say, and it's like $55. You're like, wait a minute, what? And it may be a combination of all different things, but it's still a blow. And yeah, you have to tip. You feel bad about you want to tip somebody, but are you tipping the same as you would tip if you were sitting in a restaurant that you tip a server? I don't.
So you've used DoorDash?
Oh, I don't use DoorDash. I use Uber Eats.
Yeah,
not all the time, but I use it.
I refuse to use. My thing is, I'll get up and go myself,
right?
Or I'll just eat a candy bar. So
just because you don't want to pay the extra
I don't want to pay
fee.
because I'm too cheap. So Liz in Florida has me on these candy bars, and she's like, she's like, you can't eat this every night. And of course, sometimes I'll have two. Right? I forgot the name of the bar. But it's pretty good. It's pretty good, and it's a lot better than in the store. Hey, let's bring in on the conversation. Let's bring in Norman in Brooklyn. Now, Norman, I see here on my screen.
Hey, Dominic.
Please tell me you're on with me and Matt Blaze live. Please tell me this is wrong. It says here that your position is there's nothing wrong with eating rat.
No, there's nothing wrong with eating rat. There's a rat that was an invasive species called Manutria, which has infested. But it's basically a large rat, which has infested the waterways of Louisiana, I think some parts of Florida and Texas. And they encourage in some of these cities and towns there, they encourage people to eat it. And they have festivals where they come up with different recipes for it. I would eat a rat. I don't have a problem with it as long as it's fresh and freshly killed. I'm
serious. I'm about to throw up.
Yeah, I don't have a problem with it. I sound effects included. I don't have a problem with it.
And how about the tail? Would you eat the tail?
No, the tail probably got to go, man. You skin it, and, you skin it, and the meat is probably good roasted. It could be fried.
And you put it right next to the alligator meat, right?
It's a natural product. Now, your average city rat, the unfortunate thing is, they eat a lot of poisons and things like that, and you would be ingesting, rat poison and stuff like that. If you have a rat that's, like a lab rat or something, I don't have a problem with it, My crazy uncle would eat all sorts of things. I mean, I never heard of him eating rat, but he ate earthworm and crickets and things like this. And when I was a kid, I went to his house in Brighton Beach, and he prepared he used to make bread with like earthworm powder, things like that. They were kind of cookie family. What can I say?
Hey, Norman, thank you for the call. Hey, Matt Blaze, I'm going to give you the last say on, before we get back to President Trump and politics, I'm going to give you the last say on this. Would you eat a rat?
Man, I'm not eating no rats.
Oh.
I listen, I get it in other countries. There's a lot of delicacies. That's why I don't go to other countries.
Right.
That's why I stay here.
The dog, the cat.
No, I'm not eating cats and dogs and grasshoppers and chocolate-covered ants and all. No. Give me a Hershey bar. I'm fine. That's all I have enough here. There's enough to eat. I don't need to sample. All these people want to sample all these different kinds of foods. They want to go around the world. You want to go around the world and sample foods? Go to Epcot, Disney. That's it. You can go there and sample all the food you want. That's it. I'm not eating. I'll stick with the healthy foods. That goes out to Liz in Florida. We only stick to healthy foods on the Dominic Carter Show.
No, Liz is a sweetheart, and she means the best, and Sandra and all the rest of the crew. Matt Blaze, thank you so much. But so Matt and I, we're not buying this lawsuit against Chipotle and DoorDash. Chipotle. Thank you. See, I don't really. My son loves it, but thanks for the correction. I don't really eat it. This is a joke. It's a little too healthy for me.
I used to eat I almost said it, Chipotle all the time when there wasn't one on every corner. There used to be one midtown, and we're going back like 15 years ago. And I used to go there. I used to eat the fajita burrito is what I called it. So it was a big fajita burrito. But I haven't had Chipotle in a while.
Chipotle. Okay, but your game ain't tight. Because if your game was tight, me and you would own one of these franchises.
Yeah.
So your game ain't tight. Your game ain't tight. Matt Blaze, enjoy that side order of rat, courtesy of Norman, that you have in front of you there. Thank you so much, Matt Blaze. We see you. Oh. I'm thinking about that movie with the rats about Ben. It was many, many years ago. But anyway. So before we go back to your telephone calls, President Trump teeing off just a few hours ago on Ilhan Omar in our region in the Poconos of Pennsylvania. This is what the president had to say.
If you don't share our values, contribute to our economy, and assimilate into our society, then we don't want you in our country. We don't want you. I mean, Ilhan Omar and the people from Somalia, they hate our country. And they think we're stupid people, which actually, when they allow that to happen, they are. That's headed by Governor Walz, one of the dumber people around. No, but think of it. He's given not like peanuts, billions. These are people that don't work in their own country. Their own country's a failure. They have no money there. And yet they come into our country and steal tens of billions of dollars. How stupid are we to allow that to happen? They can't earn 10 cents in their country. They come over here and rob. Are we that easy? Are we that easy to allow a thing like that to happen? That's up to you.
President in Pennsylvania in the Poconos a few hours ago, his affordability tour. Also, again, I don't know if this is a bellwether as it relates to Trump, but a Democrat wins the race for mayor of Miami for the first time in nearly 30 years. And of course, all of this comes as we're in the first year of President Trump's first year of his second White House term. It's seen as a test of voter reaction. I'm not so sure about that. Mamdani also doubling down on putting an ex-con who did 7 years for armed robbery on his transition team. Dominic Carter here with you. Let's go back to your telephone calls. Let's see here. Let's go to Lauren, line 2, New Jersey. Good morning, Lauren. What's on your mind?
Good morning, Dominic. You know why we love Donald Trump and you? You know why?
Go ahead.
Because in the words of my father, you tell it like it is.
Well, that's certainly the way I'm going to do it, Lauren. But thank you. Go ahead.
You do. So, listen, Dominic, if you're going to eat a rat, just make sure it's free range.
Lauren, would you eat a rat?
Well, I guess if it was a matter of survival, yes. And I think you would too. You'd just hold your nose and do it. Because it's
I'd have to be
good protein.
I'd have to be really, really starving to eat and cook a rat.
And drunk. Oh.
And okay, just free range. Okay.
Lauren.
All right. All right. Now get a visual of your baby Ruth, and that'll erase that negative emotion that you're having.
But my dinner special. But please don't tell Liz in Florida, please.
No, it's our secret.
My dinner special. When I'm stressed out and I haven't had much sleep. And because the other day I had to fill in for my colleague Greg Kelly, plus do the midnight show, and so when you don't, I'm in a different city and I can't get to a restaurant and I'm not ordering DoorDash, and so my dinner special, but please don't tell Liz, is a baby Ruth with a diet Mountain Dew, and then I'm up until 6 a.m. in the morning, and it starts another cycle of no sleep. Lauren, thank you for the wonderful call. We've got to take a break. We are coming right back.
The Dominic Carter Show on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
What's going on? I'm Arch Manning, Viore athlete and college quarterback. Whether I'm running, training, traveling, or just unwinding at home, I love doing it in my core shorts from Viore. With a breathable boxer brief liner, they're quick to dry, super versatile, and stand up to even my most intense training sessions. Plus, they come in 3 inseams and a ton of colors. Ready to try a pair? Go to viore.com/arch and get 20% off at checkout. I think you're going to love them as much as I do. That's viore.com/ARCH and get 20% off your first order. Exclusions apply. Visit the website for full terms and conditions. Not only will you receive 20% off your first purchase, but enjoy free shipping on any U.S. orders over $75 and free returns. Have a great day.
At IKEA, your dreams can come true. Well, maybe not the ones where you're being chased by a monster. We're talking about kitchen dreams. And there are IKEA products and solutions for all of them. Whether it's a whole new kitchen, a statement glassware set, or just new cutlery. If you got big dreams or small dreams in any size of budget, IKEA can help you bring them to life. Visit IKEA.us/dreamkitchen to learn more. Dream the possibilities.
Everyone wants the Emirates NBA Cup.
And things are heating up.
30 teams started. Bang! But only 8 have advanced to the single elimination knockout rounds. To survive, they'll have to be hungry, relentless, ruthless.
Are you kidding me?
They all want the cup, but only one team can claim it. Who will capture the cup? Emirates NBA Cup knockout rounds begin December 9th on Prime.
Okay, only 10 more presents to wrap. You're almost at the finish line. But first... there, the last one. Enjoy a Coca-Cola for a pause that refreshes.
Now, from New York City to the world, it's Dominic Carter.
Oh, Matt Blaze. You got jokes, man. You got jokes. I'm not eating no rat. You and Norman, you guys, I love Norman, but you guys are out of your mind. Well, you're with me. You're not eating no rat.
Oh, hell no. Never.
Can you imagine carving up a New York City rat?
It's disgusting.
Hey, I'm looking at my Twitter. Let's Go Pitt says Norman would be talking about Louisiana and Cajun cooking. I believe they're saying is if it has 4 legs, kill it and grill it. Oh, they eat everything down there, Dominic, including alligators and snakes. I remember I've been delivered a couple of speeches in Wyoming and Colorado, and I went to the national park, and they have all types of wild meat, like I forgot the deer, alligator, all types of things, Blaze.
Well, there's venison, right?
No, that was mild compared to what they had. Buffalo meat, buffalo burger.
Buffalo burger. I think I had a buffalo burger. I think I was okay with eating a buffalo. But something about, you know what it is? Because growing up in New York City and around the city and knowing what rats are here, you never see them in another light than just a dirty animal.
Right.
So I'm not going to eat that.
Let's see here. Let's go to Lou, Long Island, line 3. Lou, what's on your mind?
Oh, good morning. This rodent rant is close to my heart. My grandfather had a problem with squirrels in the backyard.
Oh, Lou.
Ravaging his tomatoes.
Lou.
And they didn't last long. Due to his sharp aim and his pellet gun, rumor has it they ended up in the Sunday sauce.
Oh, Lou. Oh, we're going off the rails. Hey, Lou, it says here you want to talk about the stock market. Is that true?
Well, that was my original rant, but, this just jogged my family memory. Yes, Trump, lauds the stock market. Look at its highs, and all the economists say, look at how high it is and everything. It is fantastic, but that stock market doesn't lower my grocery products in my pantry. My groceries aren't any cheaper.
Well, I hear you, Lou, but we have to give the president some time to get those prices down.
No, I understand. It's not going to be overnight.
Right.
He inherited this.
Hey,
and,
Lou.
beef is $5 a pound.
No, I got you, Lou. It's crazy. But, and I say this with love, Lou, I strongly, and let me say to all of the folks that are holding on, I do apologize, but we're just completely out of time here. I strongly recommend, I understand budgets are tight, especially for senior citizens, but I'm telling you folks, get together somehow, some way, a couple of $1,000, invest it conservatively, but invest it in the stock market so that you're in the game. It took me a long time to get to that point, but once I got to that point, my family, we were fortunate. We were able to make what I consider a lot of money in terms of enough money to help our daughter with the down payment for her home. So you got to be in it to win it. And I strongly recommend you get together, you find a way to get together a little bit of change, couple of $100, couple of $1,000, put it conservatively in the market. Make sure you know what you're doing. Make sure you're not getting robbed. I am back, folks, 3 p.m. Eastern. Have a great day.
Thanks for listening to The Dominic Carter Show. You can hear The Dominic Carter Show weekdays at 3 p.m. and Monday through Thursday at midnight and Sunday starting at 11 p.m. on 77 WABC. If you like the podcast, share it with your friends and listen anytime at WABCRadio.com and download the WABC Radio app. Hit that subscribe button on all major podcast platforms. Plus, follow WABC on social on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook, and X. See you next time for a new episode so you never have to wonder.
What the heck is going on here?
Looking for financial insights you can trust?
How do you protect yourself as an investor? What's the strategy?
I think it's really simple. I think you just want to be diversified in your portfolio.
The Payne family brings real-world experience to every conversation.
Well, I think that's the problem right now is, right, a lot of people that are close to retirement, they're taking so much risks. And if we do get a big sell-off, it could derail their retirement.
Listen to The Payne Points of Wealth on the Red Apple Podcast Network.
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile. One of the perks about having 4 kids that you know about is actually getting a direct line to the big man up north. Mm-hmm. And this year, he wants you to know the best gift that you can give someone is the gift of Mint Mobile's unlimited wireless for $15 a month. Now, you don't even need to wrap it. Give it a try at mintmobile.com/switch.
Upfront payment of $45 for 3-month plan equivalent to $15 per month required. New customer offer for first 3 months only. Speed slow after 35 gigabytes if network's busy. Taxes and fees extra. See mintmobile.com.